Sports. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and our home team. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a look here at the veteran under center, their seventh-year quarterback.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
He got the win last week, and we all know how infrequently rookie quarterbacks win in the playoffs. So by now, it feels like old hat to him. Well, maybe not old hat, but you got to believe he'll be looser, calmer going into this one. He already knows what it takes to lead a team to victory in the playoffs.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They'll look to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
Well, Charles, you look at this offense, they're the #1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Well, I would think that we'd all have some concern because, you know, a rookie quarterback, that's just not normal, right? But I think I'd be a lot more concerned if they were the 6 or 7 seed and had to go on the road and play in a hostile environment. What if it was cold outside? But here you got a guy who's been solid all year, led them to all those wins, number 1 seed. I think they have unquestioned belief in him. They also feel like they have a responsibility to help carry him along as well.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now back to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
On 3rd down, Clinton. That one goes for 8 yards.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a give, right side. Clinton. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Forced out to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Oh, look at the juke. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll set up a throw.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game.
They'll start by running the option to the right.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 2nd down now, Clinton. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Now he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Clinton. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Back to throw now on first down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Yeah, as we break it down on next-gen stats, that entire play wound up taking just 2.4 seconds beginning to end, so they were on him in a hurry.
It's a big play there on 3rd down. 47 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Aftershocks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On second down, Clinton. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken at the 37. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Back to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schmidt. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Aftershocks have taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
11 yards for number 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down. Clinton. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. 2nd and 9 now. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! A great effort there. 66 yards. And the Aftershocks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. In trouble, and he's taken down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC divisional round game. And you can see the result there. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, on the other side, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Schmidt.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Aftershocks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, Clinton. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, Clinton. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Second and 6. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
On third down, Clinton. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. On third and very short, I guess I'm a little surprised they tried to pop that to the outside.
It must have felt like there was just no space to run the ball inside and decided to go wide and hope that you can just find a crack, find a crease, put your foot in the ground, and get upfield. Unable to get it done.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Here we go on second and 12. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll drop to throw. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Up the middle they go. Clinton, he'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now back to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
From the 6. And he returns this to the 22. So out come the Bucs now. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Wade. 2nd and 4. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Wade. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
2nd and 5.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Back to throw here. Looking sideline, incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw again. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Clinton, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. it simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's first and 10 at the 19-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. On second down, they'll run it here.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And on now is the punter as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He finds his... And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. Here's 2nd and 8. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.